Okay, Marvel's Loki. Yeah, it's Loki, so it's great. Yeah, it's a six-episode miniseries on Disney Plus, and it essentially is the next chapter of the God of Mischief and what he gets up to. It picks up directly after the Battle of New York, whereby Loki escapes using the Tesseract. And if you've seen Endgame, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen Endgame, it's tough. I'm not going to explain it. I haven't got time for that. It's too complicated, and the pubs close at 12. So, but yeah, so Loki escapes using the Tesseract, but because that was never meant to happen, and it only happens because the Avengers from the future interfered with the timeline, Loki's then considered by the Time Variation Authority to be a time variant. And because his escape has gone completely against the timeline and should never have happened, they apprehend him to restabilize the timeline, essentially. But they've also got an ulterior motive in enlisting him to help them find another time variant. But I'm not going to delve any deeper into it because it will just give it away. But essentially, yeah, it's Loki, so it's fun, it's enjoyable. Tom Hiddleston is at his brilliant best playing the part, and he brings all of the typical humour, sarky, witty comments you'd expect him to, and and even though in all of his appearances, Loki is a villain, we just end up loving him. I mean, I think he must be the most liked villain in creation. But it's a really good series to watch. It's well directed. Each episode flows nicely into the next. So they're only about 45 minutes long, so it's not a bum number or anything like that. And so got good support and acting roles by Owen Wilson, Sophia Di Martino, and I hope I pronounce this right, Gugu Mbatha Raw. And incidentally, if you're quite up on your Marvel knowledge and you know a bit about the Marvel universe, as soon as you hear the name of Mbatha Raw's character, you're going to know who the villain of the piece is going to turn out to be. But typical with Marvel, they've crammed in more Easter eggs than a chocoholic on Good Friday, and everywhere you look, there's Easter eggs, and some of them are hinting at different storylines, some of them are hinting at new characters, and there's one or two really entertaining cameos in it as well. But I say it's well directed. The special effects and cinematography are really impressive and really visually appealing. So it's good acting all round, and it's I keep saying it's Loki. I mean, if you like Marvel, you're going to enjoy it. If you like Tom Hiddleston, you're going to like it. But if you like Loki, you're going to love it because it's just got everything you would expect from a Marvel miniseries. And I think of all the miniseries so far that I've seen, Loki is my favourite one. Because, as I said, it's full of humour. It's got good action sequences. It's an easy to follow storyline, and like you're saying, it's got Loki in it, so it's going to be great. And I think really that miniseries are the best way forward for Marvel at the moment, because you can get, if you've got a series with 45-minute episodes, you're going to be able to fit in a much better in-depth storyline than what you're going to be able to cram into a 2-hour movie. I mean, with this amount of time, you can have a much more drawn out storyline with plot twists. You can have the plot branching off in different directions, good character development, as well as introducing different characters a bit further down the road. But as I said, it's a really, really, really good mini series. There is one or two post-credit post-credit scenes, but not on every episode. And you'll notice that once the episode ends, the credits rolled on for about 15 minutes. So yeah, if you don't want to waste your time, I'd recommend that before you watch an episode, just Google, is there a post-credit scene at the end of this episode, because that's going to save you a lot of time. But overall, I said, if you're a Marvel fan, you're going to like this. I think even if you're not a Marvel fan, you're probably going to really enjoy it. I mean, because it's Tom Hiddleston's performance is absolutely flawless again. And I think everyone loves Loki. I mean, truth be known, I think between Thor and Loki, we all like Loki more than Thor. But don't tell Thor that. But yeah, give it a watch. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 Stay Puffs. But as I always say, this is just my opinion. By all means, watch it, make up your own opinion. But if you do, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.